When we were little, we had long car journeys visiting the family, and my sister and I both were terrible travellers. And Dad used to tell us tales in the car to pass the time. The tales he told us were of the adventures on the farm as a child, all the different animals that he spent his life with, and also the family, of which there were some quite colourful characters. Dad reached a point in his life where he realised he was the last of his generation from the family, and decided himself to put pen to paper and put his memories of his childhood down for future generations. And he had the most amazing style, very engaging and amusing, and we were thrilled to read the things that he wrote and persuaded him to carry on writing, to include his war experiences. The first half of the book is mainly his life on the farm and all his adventures as a child and growing up. And then at the age of 19 he joined the RAF, and the second part of the book is of his life as an RAF armourer in Canada. He spent 3 years in Canada, so he saw no active service and thought that nobody would really be interested in what he'd done. But as a family, we knew so little of his life in the war and were fascinated to hear all the things that he did, and he had such an important part to play. Although he wasn't flying aeroplanes, there was still a lot that needed doing behind the scenes, and Dad, like many thousands of other young men, had a really important part to play. It was a very important job. Dad had no knowledge of guns at all, and he found himself working as an armourer. He was a farm boy, he knew nothing about weapons, and he had to learn an awful lot very quickly. As did all the young men that were out. And wherever people served in the RAF, they were all fighting the same battle, and they all had a really important part to play, whether they were on the front line or not. And some of the tales that he tells in his book just show what a naive young country boy he was, and some of the things he describes and the growing up he had to do was a very, very quick growing up. And my dad always said that the RAF was his university, and that's where he learnt his life skills, and they stayed with him all his life.